Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to be kind of just talking about some things. You know, there's a lot of discontent in the Destiny community at the moment. I don't know if you guys are on Destiny Twitter. If you're not, good for you. No, I'm just kidding, it's not that bad. But there's a lot of people complaining, and people complaining about the people complaining. Talking in a video is just a better way to get your thoughts out there, you know, and I want to know what you guys think. I feel like what I'm going to say is not really that controversial, but I'm kind of confused by some of the things that I see said towards people like myself and others. Like, okay, listen, I'm a content creator, right? Everybody gets hate mail and shit. That's fine, dude. I can open up an inbox on, you know, whatever website it might be, or my email, or my DMs, or my mention, and someone will be saying some hateful shit. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. It comes with the territory. It's cool. I don't care about that. What I don't like, though, is PvE-centric players, or people who don't care that much about PvP, getting super salty at PvP players complaining about the state of the game. I just don't understand it. It's like they don't realize how little has been added to the game from a PvP point of view in such a long time. We haven't had any new maps, or a very, very small amount of new maps come into this game over the past couple of years. I believe last year we got Fragment. I can't remember the other original new map they added to the game aside from Fragment. Someone can refresh my memory. I'm not too aware. All of the maps they tend to put in are usually old D1 maps. Obviously there's no new game modes, there's no innovation, there's nothing new added, there's no good loot to get from PvP. Trials of Osiris has been a disaster since it got released. An example I could give you, so there was a post that Bungie put out talking about how they acknowledged there was no loot in the game. Do you guys remember that? It's a couple of weeks back. And they were talking about adding Adept Nightfall weapons and all that stuff. Go through that article or that post. You will not see a single time PvP is even mentioned in that post. And that kind of sums up the state of PvP and the kind of, in my opinion, the complete neglect and apathy from Bungie towards PvP in the game. Now, why the hell does that piss people off who play PvE? Now, of course, I don't mean all PvE players. Of course, there are so many considerate players in the community who totally recognize that PvP doesn't get its love. In fact, people who even were PvP mains in the game, who maybe they don't play anymore, or they've given up on Bungie ever doing anything for PvP. You even get negative sentiments from people like that, and I get, you know, it must get tiring to see the same shit talked about over and over again, but your anger for that repetitive topic being brought up over and over again should not be directed at the players who are being shorted. The reason why people continue to complain is because they still continue to have passion for the game and they want to see it improve. That's not a bad thing, and I don't understand why it's treated as such. When they see PvP players complaining, shouldn't your point of view be, actually, you know what, that's kind of fucked up, man. They really don't add anything for people who like PvP. And newsflash, a lot of people like PvP in this game. Just because you don't like to play PvP a lot doesn't mean that everybody feels the same way as you. Okay, more people play PvE. The game at its core has to have a lot of PvE content. I get that. I enjoy PvE content in this game, by the way, when it comes out and when it's fresh. I do the content when it's fresh. I'm not so big on grinding the game over and over and grinding the same content out over and over again. That's fine. This game, and one of the cool things about Destiny, is that it appeals to a wide range of people. Some people like to do one thing, some people like to do the other. Some people like to do a little bit of a mix of both, or maybe a little bit of this and a little bit more of that. That's what's cool about this game. What's not cool are the developers of this game acting like a big core of their audience doesn't exist. And that's just the truth, man. And it's summed up by that article that I put out, talking about, yeah, we acknowledge, you know, we took out too much loot and we didn't put enough back in. They never acknowledged once that there wasn't anything for PvP. So if that's the case, and Bungie, like, if PvP is super low down on their list of priorities now, then at least just tell us or say something. The silence is kind of insulting to a massive portion of their audience, man. I know people who play the game casually, you know, who like PvP. They come back to the game after not playing for about 6 months, and they're asking me, like, is there really nothing to get from comp now, or going to Fabled or Legend? I'm like, nope, nothing, as in no new Crucible-centric guns, no, nothing. Absolutely nothing for them. And you know what they did? They played the game for a week and they left. Now, if you're Bungie, why would you want to do that or risk doing that? Don't you want people to play your game? And don't you understand how many people enjoy both sides of your game? So from my point of view, as someone who is a content creator for the game, I want to get a couple of things clear. Like, I enjoy playing the game still, even with all the problems. I do enjoy it. I enjoy creating content. I like making videos. This is something that I enjoy doing, and I will continue to do it. Even if I have a problem with the way they're treating PvP, what I'm going to do about it, am I going to quit the game? Me personally, no, I'm not going to quit the game. I'm going to carry on, but I'm also going to continue to call out what I see as just not good stuff from Bungie when it comes to PvP. I feel like PvP needs to improve. I feel like the complete lack of communication about where PvP is headed is not good enough, and I'm not going to go quiet and accept it or be like, oh, you know what, it is what it is. Nah, dude. I just don't think it's right that PvP-centric players pay for Beyond Light and the DLC. And yes, we get the new subclasses to play with, and that's a whole other kettle of fish that we are not going to get into in this video. I'm looking at the DLC from a PvP-centric player. That's not someone who doesn't play PvE. It's someone who plays PvE, but then once they're done with PvE after it comes out, they prefer PvP. I am talking about those players. What is there for them? Aside from, you know, the new subclasses, you got a couple of new guns in PvE that you can take into PvP. So you do have that, there is that. But what else have you got to offer your PvP players? Any new maps in comp? No. Any new rewards to earn in Crucible? No. You know, any new Trials maps? No. Any new Trials loot? No. Like if you're happy to take our money as guys who prefer PvP, and you're still, you know, not going to give us anything focused on PvP, and, you know, all the things I just listed that we do get technically, the new classes, the new guns, etc. If Bungie think that's enough for PvP players, then at least say so then we know, like, you know, what's going on. Like, they're not saying anything, but we're still paying for everything though, and a lot of us like PvP more than PvE. Yes, there are more PvE players, but there's a good massive chunk of people who like PvP. Just look on YouTube. Look at all the people who watch PvP related Destiny 2 videos. So like, what gives, man? Like, all I'm asking, and I think a lot of other people want, is just some form of communication, specifically about PvP from Bungie. I don't think that is something that should, you know, receive insults then, or be worthy of insults from other Destiny community members who don't care much for PvP. Like, why are they mad at PvP players for asking for something that, you know, should be a given, right? Like some sort of communication. If you're not going to give us the content that, you know, we want for the game, then at least tell us why. You know, can we know why then? Like, is this so much to ask? Is it, guys? I don't know. You guys tell me. If it was the other way around and PvP was getting all the content and PvE was getting jack shit, and people complained about that, I wouldn't be telling them to shut the fuck up or go fuck off and play another game or whatever. The amount of bullshit messages I get, guys, you don't even know, man. I get so much angry, hateful shit. To me, I just find it funny, because at the end of the day, when I finish making this video, when I end my streams, when I get off my Destiny Twitter account, I'm not thinking about this game. I'm doing other things. I have my mind on other things, and I'm chilling. I don't take this shit to bed with me. It's not that important in the wider scope of things. You know, there's a lockdown going on in the UK now, and, you know, people are struggling out there. There are way more important things going on in the world. I never lose sight of that. But from my point of view, as a content creator for this game, that is my job, right? I'm talking shop when I'm on Twitter and when I'm streaming and when I'm making videos, and that's where it ends for me. So I don't take it that personally or see it as such a big thing to say. I'm just saying what I think needs to be said. That's all I'm doing, man. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but I don't really care, man. I don't really care. For the rest of you, don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.